Hello, peoples. Hello. Oh goodness, I'm so glad the chat's working because like I was so scared that I mucked up the browser sources, but it's okay. It's working. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Yes, Nyawawa makes a return because I lost my stand. So if I use my model, it will like go all janky, you know. I'll just be like everywhere because if I don't have my stand, it will not track my eyes because my eyes will be on the iPad. So I am like stays as Nyawawa for now, so we don't have some weird glitch going on. Yes, good evening. Hello everyone. Hello. God, I have this infection on my finger right now. My other hand. I don't have any on my drawing hand. It's on my right hand, so we're okay. I'm not in any pain to draw. But my other hand is like a whole different color and it's swollen, and I don't know how it happened. So I'm like, oh, pain. So it was a pain to flush the toilet because I always use my right hand to flush toilets. So it was a lot of pain to put pressure on it to let go, whoosh, you know? So I had a lot of pain doing that. So right now I'm like, agony. So that's all that's going through my mind right now is pain. The suffering I must do to make sure the toilet is flushed. Oh, did you redeem free yogurt from the night? To be honest, I haven't picked what I wanted yet because I'm not sure who I would go for, and also because I ended up grinding a lot of materials already that I'm kind of like at the point of I need the Eviolite more than anything else. Like every other material's kind of easy peasy for me. So I'm kind of like, oh, I'm gonna need the New World Quartz and the Eviolites a lot more than anything else. Special to get Niers 5-star. Okay, I forgot what I was gonna do. I was gonna grab something and now I do not remember. Okay. So today we are. Oh wait, I was gonna grab my phone. I was going to get my phone to do my rolls on Grand Blue. That's what I was going to do. I was actually going to grab my phone to do that. But now I do not know where my phone is. Hold on. I'm going to look for it. Where is my phone? I found my phone. I found it. We have found my phone. Okay, I will quickly do that and then we'll get on to the coloring. I'm gonna work on this one first, which is this OC is actually my VTuber mama Yukiko, even though I'm not using my VTuber model today, but yeah. That's a bad representation for my mother, huh? Going, yes, you should totally support my VTuber mama as I don't use the model. Oops. Don't worry about it. I do love the model. I just don't have my stand. Okay, let's get this roll out of the way. Click through all the intro stuff for the daily reset. Portrait art of your VTuber mom on Mother's Day when. You know what? Now that you've said that, I should have done it on the 19th then, because the 19th of March is Mother's Day here. I should have drawn her that day. It's too late now, I've already started. Okay, we've got the two options, the Gachapin or the Muku. I'm gonna go for Gachapin because I've already got 20 from Gachapin twice already, so which is the minimum you get from Muku anyway, so I think I will survive. Oh yeah, it's a different day for other countries. For the UK, Mother's Day is always like in relation to Easter. So it usually corresponds whenever Easter occurs, which is quite interesting. friend. I'm doing good. How are all of you doing today? Oh my god, why on earth is it? Oh, we're getting 100 free rolls today? Wow, okay, I didn't pay attention. Lucky trip challenge. Will the Grand Cipher take off today? No. The Grand Cipher did not take off today. Alright, let's do those free rolls. I will get absolute crap, so we do not have to worry about that. We have no worries that I will get anything remotely useful. Okay, I've got an SSR in the first roll. What have I got? What did I get? I got a gold moon. Okay. The ninth one. Let's go. Oh, there's another SSR. What have we got? Another gold moon. Okay. Yeah, I have no expectations because it's not like a rate up banner or anything. The only thing I really want is the what's it? The only one I really want is the Annie ticket to get whatever character you want, to get limited ones. But I'm like, it's $30, man. I don't have that to spare. I'm using the money for something else right now. So I'm like, god damn it, I can't afford it. God damn it. I'm so sad that I can't, because I'm like, oh, because I really want it. Though I'm not sure what I would get. I'd probably get Halloween Beach. Let's see. Okay. So far, I've just gotten 2 gold moons. That's all I've got so far, and I've got 2 draws to go. We can do this. Oh, there's another SSR. What are we getting? Are we getting another gold moon? Another gold moon. Cool. We're on the last draw, and then we can actually do the drawing. There we go. That was it. That's all 10 draws done. That was it. Just a bunch of gold moons. Okay. Let's go. We're gonna clip to this layer, and I'm gonna do everything on this one layer. Oh wait, why was I gonna do everything on one layer when I usually do everything on one layer? What am I saying? Art Night's recruitment today because you had senior operator tag and couldn't wait for her to finish. I've not played Arc Knights, but my friend Kurai plays it a lot. He's a huge fan of the game. He really enjoys it. I have it downloaded, but then I never played it. Oops. But it looks fun. The characters look nice. I think because I'm already suffering enough with Grand Blue, I don't think I can mentally handle another game, you know? I'm suffering enough as it is. One gacha is enough for life. Okay, let's get this shading in the face out the way. And the shading of Booby. As you can see, the Booby does not run in the family. It doesn't run in the family because, as you can see, they are not very big. So God knows what happened with the children. Yukiko, I'm sorry, but there's not much there. But it's okay, we love you anyway. She always has a booba window, and yet there is usually not much there. But it's okay, we appreciate her smallness. We appreciate it regardless. She's doing her best. Just some rough shading on the legs. I had to put this like bit over the top on a separate layer though. Usually I do everything on one layer, but this time, because this is transparent, I had to put it on a separate layer. Yes, exactly. All are good in all shapes and sizes. I'm also looking at because Yukiko's currently updating her like commission information at the moment. Like she's sharing the screenshots at the moment on Discord, so I have it like open at the side as I draw. And she's like, for the crop on her card, for her VTuber commissions, all you see is like me and Seiya's booba. That's like the first thing that crops up, and it's like, this definitely does not run in the family. It don't run in the family. But it's okay, it's okay. Maybe we got it from Saki, because Saki's not flat. Maybe that's where we got it from, but we did not get it from our mother. But that's okay, we love mother. She's beautiful. She's beautiful, mother. She gave us pink hair. Thank you for pink hair, mother. Listen, oh my god, that reminds me. So when she's decided she was going to redraw bits of she decided she was going to redo my current outfit that I use, the live 2D model, and she decided that she had to lower the chest. She was like, I'm sorry, I'm giving you saggy boobs, and I was like, why do I suffer like this, man? I deserve better. Please, I did not spend all that money on expensive bras for to be treated like this, you know? Those are not cheap. I deserve better. Did you reuse the same character art file to draw newer outfits and hairstyles on a separate layer, then compile them in a randomized kit for love? No, I've never done that. Oh my goodness. That would be very fun though. That would be very interesting to do. That would be fun, actually. Okay. This feels a little too orangey. I'm gonna go further to the pink side. I feel more pink is needed here. More pink is definitely needed. Maybe a lighter pink. I feel a lighter pink is kind of more needed here at the moment. Just like flush over the face. Because her hair is very pink and very red. Even her outfit's very reddish and stuff. So I better make sure it's a bit more cohesive than this and add that kind of pink tone in there. And my bad for picking the wrong color to start with. I usually pick pinker colors, but for some reason I did not today. Interesting. I don't know why I did. Da-da-da-da. Okay. And now I will smoothen the chest out. Oh, oops. I was gonna make the brush bigger. That's what I was gonna do. Bigger brush. Bigger brush makes it better. Oops, it kind of went away. Oh, the shading went away. Oh no. I'm sorry, mother. I deleted your boobs by accident. I'm sorry, mother. And then some blue undertones in there. Let's get some blue in there. I like adding blue to things. Blue's nice. Blue's always a good color to add to things. Blue's fun. I think the reason I'm struggling a little with blending this is because the canvas is a little bigger, I think, this time. I think it's a little bigger this time than the other ones I've been doing. I think that's probably what the problem is. I think. I may be wrong. Because usually 120 in this brush is usually pretty big. Usually like deals with everything, so I'm quite surprised. So I have a feeling that I may have made the canvas too big in comparison. Okay, let's go on to the back of the eye. I like to go slightly off-white to start with. Oh, I need a smaller brush now this time. As well. She's got grey teeth, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's okay. I absolutely despise line art. I despise line art so much. That's why I don't do it. I hate line art so much. Oh my goodness. I don't know how people do it. I just can't. I think like it looks amazing, and then I try and do it and I'm like, nah. It's just not for me. I'm just better with sketch. So then that's just what I stick to. It's just easier that way. And I just go, it's a style choice when it's really an incompetence choice. It's a, I don't have a choice. Okay, so Yukiko's eyes are very interesting because she's got like a kind of purple bit to her, there's like a purple bit to her eyes. It's not all the one color, so I have to actually split the colors up, because it's sort of like when I was drawing Seiya and Seal, where Seal had multiple colors in her eyes. Yukiko's the same, where the top of her eye is purple and the bottom part of her eye is red. Hello, welcome! Hello! Is there a clean full art version of your previous works? I guess it depends on your definition of clean. So I have had clean ones, the ones that I've kind of painted over and tried to tidy up, but I've not done them in like maybe a year now. Yeah, maybe about a year now, because I was just... It's a lot of work and I don't want to paint sometimes. So I just go, clean sketch it is, yeehaw. And I just roll with it. But I think, though, I don't actually remember the last time I did a really, really clean, like, drawing. I have done some, but I do not remember when. It's been that long. Like, feels like ancient history now. It's like, remember the days when I used to paint over my lines? Yeah, then those days are over. I don't have the patience. And I used to be able to do that like on a daily basis when I started. Like, holy crap, I don't know how I did it back then. Like, whatever I was on back then, I want some of that. I don't know what it was, but I like sped ran everything and could draw full kind of character art in a day. I don't know where I had that energy, but I don't have it anymore. Oh, nice. I got to 190 yesterday. So I wear my big grand blue pants. I was like, am I gonna get to this 190 while I grind all the leveling up? Yes, it happened. I had a feeling it would, but then when it does happen, I'm like, uh-oh, people are gonna think I like actually know what I'm doing. I'm like, man, imagine that. I don't do any contribution to, well, okay, I do some contribution to Guild Wars sometimes, but do not depend on me. I don't know how math works. I can't count for shit. I can't do any of that whatsoever, so I rely on all the guides to tell me what grids to use. Even though I can do big PP damage most of the time. Unless it's wind, then I can't do big PP damage. My wind team is very pathetic. It's very sad. Wind is a sad element, even though the grid's okay, but it's just sad. And you gotta take part in some art challenges. I think about it. I think about sometimes to do that, but I'm just kind of like, no. I think, like, I just don't have the energy. a lot of the time. So that's why I'm just kind of doing my little model march challenge thing, because it's sort of like in my element and very catered to me. Made by me, myself, and I. But doing, like, I see a lot of like challenges like sort of Inktober kind of things, Hovember kind of ones, and I just sit there and go, wow, imagine actually doing things. I don't do them. I wish I did, but alas, I am just too lazy for that. If I had any ounce of motivation, I would, but I do not. Okay. Luckily enough, pink blends pretty easily into this kind of base I'm using. I'm just too lazy. It's a lot of effort, but I admire the people who go, oh, I'm gonna do all my commissions, and I'm gonna do this challenge and that challenge, and I'm gonna do all of this free art as well. You just sit there and you go like, how? And the ones who can sit there and draw fan art in less than like a day, they can draw it within a few hours. Those people need to be stopped. I'm sorry, they need to be stopped. They're too powerful. Like, who the hell goes, this outfit's just been released. Do you know what I should do? I should draw a fan art in less than an hour of its release. Like, what the hell? What is wrong with you? Get a job. Get a hobby that's not whatever the hell you're doing. That's not right. Because that's too fast. And they make it look so good too. I'm like, stop that. Stop that. That's not okay. That's nuts. Stop that. You're too powerful. Quit that behavior right now, or I swear to God. Oh goodness, people who draw fast, I don't know how they do it. Not that I'm a particularly slow drawer as such. I don't draw particularly slow, but like not as fast as them. They're like a whole other level of speed. And I noticed like a lot of them used to be in like the kind of Genshin fandom and things like that, but now I see a lot of them in the Niji Sanji's Luxium fandom. They tend to actually be in both. They tend to play Genshin and be a Luxium fan. And they just draw like fan art at the speed of light. And you're like, what the hell? Like, they've just breathed and you've managed to already finish a full entire illustration. How? How do you have that energy? Oh my goodness. It's nuts. Like, I applaud their efforts, but goodness. Do they breathe? Do they pee? God knows what they do. I don't know how they do it. It's being strong for your win team after adding him with Valentine's Sandalflon and Nectar on front lines. I use Saffron as well at the moment because he's got a good charge attack. I do use him, I have to say. But at the moment I just want something really strong, you know? Like, honestly, half the time using Grand Naru is like a lifesaver. She just kills everything. She is too strong. She is like one of those units that are like a must-have for wind. She's nuts. And then if you've got characters that know how to increase your charge attack without actually making normal attacks, then they are like perfect to go alongside her. So Saffron's really good with Naru to give her extra charge attack. It's nuts. They two are a terrible combo because they're so good. Maybe people fast now were slow at first and then we're trying to be like the fast people in the cycle repeats. Probably. That is probably the case, to be quite honest. Okay, so we have our rough base for Yukiko's hair. Now Yukiko actually does have two-toned hair as well. She's got red at the bottom of her hair as well. It's not just all pink. So I have to be quite careful with the shading in order to make it understandable that, you know, the top half is strictly pink and the bottom half is strictly red. Even though the hues aren't like massively different, but the difference is important. It's very important. She's just multicolored queen, you know. She just got all the colors of the rainbow in there. I'll add more kind of specific shading later. At the moment, I'm just adding soft stuff, like just a little extra. Because that's what I did with the other art, like for Dream and Noor. Like off stream, what I do is I add an extra multiply layer on the top where I go into sort of more detail and give more like strands of hair and more specific areas definition, and then it makes it pop a bit more. And then I use tone curve to kind of really add to the contrast. Just makes me stop having to think so much about it, and then it means I can just add little soft colors in there and they'll pop later. Have a gradient effect where it goes to one color and then fades into another color. Yeah, that's what she's got. She's got like that kind of gradient ombre hair. Oh, I nearly dropped my pen there. That would have been bad. Don't drop the pen. Okay, now a little bit deeper shading. And then I'll add some blues in there. That always works for me when it comes to coloring pink hair. There are people who don't like coloring pink hair, and I always find that quite interesting. Like, for some reason they just hate coloring pink hair, and I don't know why. I had a bowl of soup. I had a bowl of soup for my dinner. I love soup. I love soup so much. I could just live off soup forever, and I would be perfectly fine. I love soup. I had lentil soup. I love soup so much. My parents and my brother had Chinese food, but I like my soup. Just regular lentil soup. But it's so tasty. I just love soup. I am definitely one of those people who, if you see those random posts that people go, soup is good, I would be one of those people. Like, I don't have an alt account, but like, that would be me if I did. That would be me. Just randomly being a random tweeter going, soup. That would be me. I wish it was me, because that would be me. But alas, it's not. So I do not get free clout for tweeting about soup. But I would absolutely love that job. And they channel the dislike a sucker to pick color the hair. To be honest, apparently from some of my artist buddies, apparently it's because they like the color pink and they like pink hair on characters, but they hate coloring it because they think it's a harder shade to color. They think it's just a more difficult color to approach and get the right amount of like shading, the right amount of saturation and stuff like that. And you know, I can see where that difficulty comes from, because it is a color that can get muddy quite quickly and you do have to edit a lot. So I do understand it. Like, it's easy enough to base color, but shading it, a whole other level. So I do get it. I do understand their struggle, but I'm also like, no, pink, I'm pink. Why? Why must I suffer then? Why must I suffer artists not wanting to draw because I'm pink? It's okay. I will just have to play. My heart will go on and imagine it. It's okay. I will cope somehow. Cheddar broccoli soup. Oh, I've never had that, but I feel I would like it. It's not a flavor I've actually been exposed to before. It's not like one of the ones that you find like in a tin or something over here, so... But I feel I would like it, because I like cheese, I like cheddar, and I don't mind broccoli. I think broccoli looks like little trees. I had this debate with my mom when my dad was in the hospital. Like, we were in the emergency sort of department because he had a fall, and he was like wondering if he had like broke a rib or something. It's okay, he was fine, but like, it was getting really late because, I mean, NHS waiting times. You sit there for 10 hours to be told you're perfectly fine, go home. And you're like, thanks, love that. But so we were there, and it was like in the middle of the night already. It was maybe about 3 a.m. And if I am still awake at that time, like, I may be awake, but if I am left to talk for that amount of time, or I'm starting to get bored, because obviously you can't use your phone when you're in the emergency room, so like that was a problem. So it's just, you had to entertain yourself. You couldn't go anywhere else, you just had to stay in this empty room with like the machines, and that was it. And yeah, I start to go a bit nuts when it gets past a certain time. Like, everything's funny to me. I will like see a piece of paper and be like, oh, that is the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life, and I will just lie on the floor laughing. So it got to that point where me and my mom were talking about kind of healthy eating and stuff, and eating your fruit and vegetables. And then I just started going on a whole entire tangent and rant about how broccolis are little trees and cauliflowers are albino trees. And yeah, let's just say my mom nearly peed. We were just that far gone that all we remember is about broccolis being trees and being basically the equivalent of being high. That's what it felt like. It felt like we were high. So it was like the funniest thing at the time, even though it's not even remotely a funny thing. But that's what happens when you're sleep deprived. Everything is hilarious. And it's even an actual like scientific it's like, I don't like saying fact because there is like no certain facts under science. Like, it's meant to be like theories until like they're falsified. So I don't like necessarily saying fact, but like it's a given that there is research that if you are sleep deprived, you end up exhibiting the same kind of properties and brain stimulation as someone who's drunk. So you do end up feeling and acting like a drunk person without actually having any alcohol in you. So if you've ever noticed that things start to get funny, or like you're more lethargic, not necessarily based on being awake, but just kind of everything, the room is spinning, yada yada yada, yeah, you're probably feeling that effect. Did people stare at you talking about the little trees? Yes, they did. Because the whole entire hospital was full. Like, all the rooms were full, so all the nurses are going about. And we were outside the room because we were told to sit outside it. Which wasn't fun, but it meant that we had to talk to my dad through like the curtain, and all you have is me and my mom just outside. All the nurses would be able to hear us, everyone would be able to hear us, let's be honest. It's like no one else is talking except us, like we're just really loud. And I don't know how to control my volume at this point, so you just see this little pink being laughing on the floor and talking about how broccolis are little trees and cauliflowers are albinos. That's just what the image of it is. And hi. Thank you. I love Yukiko mama. Yukiko mama's so nice. She get kiss. Okay, so now I have to try, and I'm gonna have to do this on a separate layer, but let's get that red gradient in. Be louder than everyone. That is me, to be quite honest. I am always really loud. I get told to be quiet all the time. I'm like, I'm doing my best. I'm not trying to be loud. It's just who I am. It's sad. Gets picked on for being loud. I can't help it. I am just naturally loud. Like, it's really weird because my microphone, when streaming, I have to put it really like a high gain because it doesn't pick up very well for some reason. But like my actual talking voice is really loud, that people would be able to hear me downstairs. Like, there's a good chance like my brother and my dad can hear me. That's why I can't stream at like a at a later time than everyone going to bed, because they will 100% hear me. I am too loud. They will definitely hear me. Oh no, don't freeze on me. Don't freeze on me, you can do it. There we go, we're fine. We made it. So I'm gonna get rid of that little bit just because I don't want it on the blazer. I don't want the color interfering with that. I don't want the color interfering with the arm. There we go. There we go. Now what other parts could have... Okay, interfered with the rosies. That wouldn't have been as bad to interfere with the rosies, but... Like, I want to edit the rosies in my own time. I don't want it done when I'm trying to do the hair. Drawing the little sleeve bits, this was really fun because I had to like think about it going, if this was a 3D object, what would you see? And so I thought, okay, so you would see the underneath part. You would see the other side of the sleeve. And these little bits would be higher. So I was like, So I'm really happy that I managed to draw it. Because I was like, yay! 3D sleeves! Imagine a time where I have to be told to be louder. I've heard that a lot. There's a lot of people who get told that like they speak too quiet, or they're too quiet all the time, or they can't hear them. And I'm like, I'm the opposite. Usually everyone can hear me. Which is usually the problem when I don't want to be heard. I want to be able to have a normal conversation without someone being like hearing everything I say. Not that I exactly say very much that would contribute to any conversation whatsoever. Like, I would probably be saying something about like my uni work or something. So it wouldn't be exactly the most interesting thing to hear, but you would still hear it. Let's see. Okay, I think I prefer linear burn for it. It adds a bit more depth to it. So we'll stick with linear burn for that. Okay, so we have two-toned haired Yukiko now. I'll edit the colors later. For now, we're just dealing with what we've got. I'll edit colors later, like I always do. Gradient maps are your best friend, everyone. Use the gradient maps. The gradient maps will save your life. That's always the way. Gradient maps will save me forever. Okay, let's get on to the blazer. I don't remember what color I used. Oh, you can see in my references that there's like little flowers. Like, I don't think it will show up. Will it show up? It did. Yeah, I used flowers as references, and I was very happy I managed to draw them. Like, I didn't use a brush. I just used references, or I used a brush as a reference to manually draw all of the flowers. Which I was very happy about. I was like, yay! Manually draws all the flowers. Yukiko's here.
Look, it's Mama. Mama's here.
Hi, Mama. I'm in dog form, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll evolve for you. That reminds me. A certain someone has updated their commission status and their commission link. I told her I was going to put it in the chat. I hope it works, because I remember it blocked links before. Yes, it worked. So if anyone ever wants to commission my VTube mama, or wants a VTuber model, or even a PNG or a Chibi, go over there. Drops that info. That's my job. I have to hype up. I have to promote. It is my job. Okay, let's click this color. I don't know how well this color will actually show up. That's actually a thing I didn't think about prior. Yeah, I didn't think about how well this color would show up until now. Oops. My bad. I should have maybe colored it all on the one white layer. But it's too late now. It's too late now. Oh, that happens to me all the time with like just staring at a blank canvas. That happens to me like all the time. I sit there for ages and go, oh, I don't know what to draw. Like I have ideas and they spin in my head and then I just don't draw them. And then I don't know what to draw. Or I think this is too out of my skill zone, so therefore I can't draw it. So then I get sad. Because you see, sometimes when you have OCs and stuff, you want to draw them in different situations or that, right? Like pretend it's like some webtoon or something. Yeah, I want to do that at some point, but alas, I am stuck with noob skills at that point, so I have to like commission other people to draw them. I missed the strand of Yukiko's hair. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll get that later. I'll get that later. We're all good. We're all good. We'll get it later. We're all good. We're all good. I said I was gonna finish on time for Hiro's debut, but like I feel like I've not done very much. I've not done much yet, so I think I'll just keep going until I've done at least a bit more work. I feel I've not done enough work to justify that. I felt I would do enough, but but I did not. I've not done enough work yet. Gotta grind more, and then I'll probably have like their stream like sort of in the background for me at the moment, so I can still support them. That's probably what I'll stick to doing at the moment, because it's also birthday stream for them as well. I can't raid because it's on Twitch, which I did think about streaming on Twitch today, but I thought, nah, I want you to do this one on YouTube. I'll do the next model march on the other one. But today I wanted to do it on YouTube. So I was like, not today. Another day maybe. I don't like this color. It's too grayish. Gonna make it more saturated. That color do? I think it's just how it blends, but at least this has a bit more warmth. I think I'm gonna have to make the brush bigger. Yeah, the bigger brush is what's gonna have to work. There we go, bigger brush. Gotta come up with an OC first. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay, you can do it, you can do it. Making OCs is fun. I love making OCs. I don't like show them or that often. I do plan to draw them for Model March actually, but it's like I don't plan to like share them on like my account or like draw them on my account at any point. I don't plan to. I will stick my OCs to another account. Because like sometimes you just need a break from like all the kind of VTuber things, so just like dumps my OCs goodbye. leaves the TL again, goes back to like VTubing account. I like literally every time I think about drawing my OCs, I just go, I did not draw them today. Goes back to drawing VTuber stuff. So I pretty much mostly just post things what I draw on like my VTubing account anyway, so it's all good. But that's because there's so many nice VTuber designs out there, you know? There's just so many that I go, wow, I really want to draw something for them. And I get motivation from that. Meanwhile, when it's my own OCs, I'm like, no, they don't look hot enough. It's not right. So that's why I prefer other people drawing them. Gotta make other people draw my OCs for me. You know, it's like I could cook myself, but why would I settle for a mediocre meal when I can get the full top Michelin star chefs to do it for me? That's what it feels like. Because they will convey their appearance better than I will. I do not draw them hard enough. If I don't make my OCs simpable enough, then what is the point, you know? It's just not enough. Gotta make OCs so beautiful, so hot that people are like, wow, I would totally like make them my favorite if they were in a comic. That's how I want to feel with them. More chain in there. Make a bit more there. Since the sleeves over the top. Okay, going to add some blue in there, or maybe purple. Maybe purple might be nice. Well, the purple kind of works. Purple works. I mean, purple works also because Yukiko has purple in her eyes anyway, so it works. It works. We're all good. We're all good. Here we go. Some more shit and down. Oops. Some in here. I love adding other colors because, like, if I add the other colors, it ends up popping out. Like, you noticed how, like, for those that saw me work on Dreams art, with the shading, how it didn't really, like, the colors weren't as saturated as it was in the final piece. That's because, see all the little colors I added at the time? They end up popping out through a gradient map towards the end that I use. And through that gradient map, it highlights all the colors I previously used, and then that's what makes them go ta-da! And so it's very fun. It's very fun adding the other colors first, and then it will really kind of blend and pop afterwards. It's great. I love gradient maps. They save my soul. They save me having to learn how to actually color. Ah, thank you. I'm glad. I had to redo Yukiko's face so many times because I drew it so, like, I didn't draw it very well to start with, and I was very sad about it. I was like, no, I've got to draw the face better. So I was very sad, and I just gave myself some time and went, no, I can do this. And so I just was patient with myself, and then I redrew the face. And so now I'm happier with it. Sometimes you just got to persevere or trust the process. And if you're not happy with something, it's okay to just redo it. I mean, it's your own art. You can redo what you want. Gonna get Pokemon Chair and Nia art in that sound. Maybe. That would be quite fun. Have like a design for Pokemon. Since I like Pokemon and I always play Pokemon games anyway, I think that would be quite fun. That would be fun. I also eventually, when I have enough money, not that the commission itself is expensive, but more I use it towards like making the covers and stuff, or anything towards stream assets and things. So once all of that's kind of out the way, I would love to commission this artist who does really good art in Grand Blue Fantasy style. They're on Scab, and I think, yeah, their prices aren't that bad, but I just can't personally get it at the moment, so I would have to save. But I would want to get like Grand Blue Fantasy Edition, yeah. Maybe like beside Korwa or something, you know, or maybe in Korwa's outfit or whatever. I think that would be cool. Fake Lore becomes Korwa's assistant. Okay, so we have the kind of coloring of that. What color did I pick for the other stuff? Okay, so let's just color drip, because I'm lazy. Color drips. Uh-oh, come on, you can work with me. You can do this. You can do this, Clip Studio. You can do this, I believe in you. Clip Studio just likes to die in me sometimes and give me a jump scare. It's like, what if I didn't work? And I'm like, I would rather you did work. The thing is, sometimes it crashes when I save, and that's really sad. Clip Studio has a problem where when you try to save your work, that's what's going to make it fail. It's really sad. It's a very tragic moment. It's okay, I have saved it now. It's very sad though. You try and save your work and Clip Studio just goes, how about I not do that? And you're like, no, please. I work so hard. And they're like, no. So I have autosave on as well, just in case. Because I know it's up to shenanigans. I don't trust it, so I always have autosave on to auto-recover if it crashes. I have a backup plan. We don't need to talk about that. You don't need to out me like this, mother. Don't out me. Don't out me like this. Sweats. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I have closed a lot of files. Okay, I've closed a lot of files recently. I have been good. I've been behaving myself. Okay, let me count how many I have at the moment. I'm just gonna hide quickly just in case I have any ones open that I'm not supposed to share. Let me. Is this the file? Is this it? No, that's not it. Okay, where is it? Where's the chat? Wait, no, the chat. Well, is it this one? Okay, I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna start counting. Oh, I'm gonna put it on charge as well. Hold on. I'm gonna start counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 44, I will remember this. Oh god, I lost my account. Okay, where is it? I was at illustration tracing. I was at, what number was I at? I don't remember what number I was at. Crap, I do not remember what number I got to. What was the last number? Oh god. 44, okay, thank you. Okay, I can do this. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63! 63 files are open right now. And this is a little amount for me. That's a small amount. And the reason it's a small amount is because I can even still see half of my files. Okay, I can turn on my screen now. Why not? I have canvases open from 2018. So that says a lot about how often I close files. Some of them are that old and I keep them open like, what if I need them? It's like, you've not looked at them in years. Why would you need them open? But what if I need them open? What if I need it at some point? It's very essential. I just have so many open that I just never close them. Send a file cleaner. No, don't do that to me. That's the thing is there's even more files that are actually saved and closed at the moment. I have a lot. Because I don't think I've ever actually deleted a file, and it only gives me the files that I have on my iPad, not necessarily including the ones that I used to have on the PC version, which I don't use anymore because I don't have a tablet to use the PC version, because you can't use the iPad as easily for it. But because I don't have a Mac computer. If I had a Mac computer, I could have used it as a tablet, but I don't. I have a Windows, sadly, so that's out the window. But I could probably be safe assured that I have at least over 1,000 Clip Studio files. I am pretty sure I have at least that. Minimum. Are you the same way with browser tabs too? Yes, I am. Have you ever had so many tabs open that Google Chrome gives you a smiley face instead of a number because it stops counting? Because that happens to me on a regular basis. It's even on my phone. Even my phone has all the smiley faces. So if you get over 99 tabs, then it starts to give you a smiley face. And on my phone, I have 256 group tabs, and there is over 99 on pretty much all of them, except a few. So let me get the calculator out. We're gonna do the math for this on how many tabs in total that makes. Okay, so we'll say there's 100 because it gives you a smiley face if you have 100. If you have over 100 incognito tabs though, it gives you a winky face. But I never really use incognito, I always use regular, so I only know that from someone else's experience at that point, because I don't really have a reason to use incognito. Everyone can deal with my crap right in front of them. So, okay, so 256 times... Why on earth did I even need to multiply that if it's times 100? I'm stupid, all you had to do was add 2 zeros. So, roughly on my phone, not mind what's on my computer, on my phone alone, it is 25,600 tabs. There might be slightly less than that because not all of them have the smiley face, but the majority of them do. So I think we could probably be safely assured that there is over 25,000 tabs on my mobile right now. Yeah. Performance issues. Listen, my computer is still going strong. My computer's surviving. I think, how many tabs have I got open at the moment? Because this is a fresh tab. Sometimes it force closes the tabs, so I have to restart my tab count all over again. This happened like yesterday. So far on my browser on my computer, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45 tabs open on my computer. They're all essential. Very essential, you know. Very important. Because having too many tabs open. I would definitely, I can see like the computer nerds and stuff are going to hate me. They just like, they would be wanting me gone on the spot. And you know what? Fair dues. I would understand it. I would just accept it and go, yeah, I'm not gonna change. I will accept my crime. They're for decoration. They just make things look more full, you know. I also have more tabs open again on my laptop. Except in my defense, most of the tabs on my laptop are actually uni related. Because usually when I do my assignments, I use a lot of research articles and references. And I have a problem with how my uni likes to log us out really quickly, so I have to like save everything at once, and I have to open every tab at once in order to get access to the PDFs from my institution. It's really bad, but that's alas how it works, because it will log me out within like 5 minutes, so I can't just save, read, download, whatever, and take my time. I have to go full speed, or I will have to do every part of the search again. And see, once you don't remember you've been through a very specific kind of research article, you don't want to lose that tab. You do not want to lose your place or lose your access. And then it sends you back to the home page. You do not want that. And it will send you back to the home page. Even if you logged in on a different tab, it will send you back to the home page if you click on that tab again. It's a nightmare. So, at least on my laptop, they are actually for educational purposes. But I remember for my dissertation, because I did my dissertation last year instead of this year, to split up my workload, and so I did it a year early. I had about 50 references, so, but I read more than 50, so you can imagine about up to over 100 again, just on research articles for my dissertation. And they were all open. I go ham when it comes to my research though. Like even for my current assignment, they told us that we don't have to have that many references. Like a good grade, you can stick with like 13. Watch me go, what if I had 30? I mean, it works for me. I usually get told, wow, you're so well read. You understand what the research tells you. And I'm like, yes, I spent a lot of time on it, okay? I have suffered through this. I'm a really dedicated, like, research finder. I make sure I find the best articles possible, the most relevant ones. I am, like, so dedicated. Okay, so I think we'll leave it that for the moment for the coat. Let's go on to the dress. What base color did I use for the dress? I know it's a reddish color, but yeah, it is a deeper red. I thought so. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a deeper red. It is a deeper red. Making our PC have depression from the lack of RAM. Surprisingly, do you want to know what does make my PC depressed? The amount of storage space in terms of like actual files I have, that's what upsets my PC more than anything else. Because like it cannot handle any. I have such a low amount of like storage space on my computer. It's a ridiculously low amount to the point I have to delete about 1 million files just to play Genshin every update. And I'm like, very sad. I'm being exposed again. Oh yeah, I leave Genshin open. So far, it makes me close it if there's an update. Which, you know, sometimes happens like every week or so sometimes. But so far my record is that my average is probably maybe about 9 days open, like kind of 8 to 9 days open. And but I think the longest time has been 12 days leaving it open. She's more than a terabyte with the way of storing files. Honestly, yeah. But to my defense, my computer only has 256 gigabyte, okay? That is my defense. So I am very much limited that I had to ask my dad for another storage. And it's still only like about maybe only an extra 200 or so again. So yeah, I usually do need a lot. But that's because Genshin's like half of the file. Like Genshin just goes, we need several gigabyte alone, and you're like, I just want to play my game. And it's like, no, not enough storage. Get bigger. That I already have portable storage. That is me with portable storage. That's how sad it is. I have such little storage. I'm so sad. And because my dad's like a super tech man, like he just kind of like, it's not like you can just go, can I get this? Because he'll go, no, that's money. And I'm not going to spend money when I have things. But then he will not remember to give you said thing. Guess what? You know how I said that, my mouse doesn't work correctly? I've mentioned that a few times, that I can't like zoom in properly and things because my scroller's broke. And so I asked my dad for a new mouse and he was like, yeah, I've got spare mouses, like I'll give you one. And so he eventually got me that. When was the last time I asked him for this? About 2 or 3 months ago. Guess when I got my mouse? Have a good guess when I got that mouse. And that's how long I've not even got it plugged in yet, for a hint. It's very sad. We are close, but I got it 3 days ago. 3 days ago. It's been sad. I got it 3 days ago because he finally remembered. And do you want to know where it was the whole time? It was at his unit the whole entire time. The same unit he goes to every single day. And he didn't remember to bring me the mouse all that time. So alas, I had to wait very patiently for a mouse that works. I don't know if it actually works, but I'm going to assume it does. I'm just going to have to assume it works. Otherwise, I will just cry. But every PC thing I have is a hand-me-down, basically, so the only things that aren't hand-me-downs from like my dad's like old setups and stuff, because he gets himself the updated things, is like what? The only things I have that are my own kind of things is like my iPad, because my dad doesn't like Apple products, and my microphone. Those are like the only things that are like mine. That did not belong to him in the past. Which is very sad. Even my phone is now a hand-me-down. I bought myself, when it first came out, I bought myself the S20 because the student discount reduction was nuts. I was like, holy crap, that is a massive saving. So I managed to get it on a huge reduction so I could afford it on my own at the time, because I really needed a new phone. And now my dad was like, I'm gonna get your mom and your brother a new phone, and I'm like, which was the S22, and I was like, no, the S23, that was it, the S23 or S22, I don't remember. Very recently though, right? Like just before Christmas. And I was like, can I get a new phone? No, you can get your mom's old phone. And I'm like, I'm back to the hand-me-down. Not that the phone's bad though, the phone's nice. I do like the phone, but it's not the color I wanted, you know? I picked my own color, and now I don't have my own color. I'm sad. I miss my blue phone already. I had a Samsung S20, kind of sky blue, pastel-y blue color, and I like how it reflected the light because it made it look like, it made it look really kind of pinkish, whitish look to it when it reflected the light. And I was like, it's so pretty. I like my phone. I didn't have any issues with it either, but he was like, you just have that old one. And I was like, okay. Because he decided he was going to sell mine. And I was like, okay. So that was just how it is. Oh, well done on your grinding. Hello, Nia Moni, Swag Money, Mr. Bag Zippers. Hello, Hal. It is me, Swag. Okay, now we've got kind of the rough shading in there. I'm gonna add some blues in there again because I am a hoe for adding blues. I am just a hoe for adding blues. I love adding blue. Firstly, I wouldn't let that slide. God. Okay. There we go. We'll leave it at that here. Okay. Now I'll color in the rosies again. Oh god, I have to manually color in these rosies again. You know what? I should have just dripped and colored all the rosies at once. I should have done that. I'm a fool. I didn't do that. But you know what? We could still work with it. We could make the rosies different colors. Did I actually make them different colors? I don't remember if I did. I might have made them different colors on my whip. Did I make them different colors? I may have. Let me check. Wait, I'm gonna save. I'm too scared. That's okay, we've saved. No, I did make them all the one color. Okay, it was the texture in the dress that's going to be different colors. So the inside of the dress at the moment is plain, as you can see. But afterwards, after I've done all the shading and stuff, that's when I'm going to add in all like the kind of details and things. Because this top bit here, oh my god, it's frozen. Clip Studio, no! Hey! Clip Studio, please. Please. Thank you, Clip Studio. Thank you for working with me. Because I would have cried a lot. I would have cried so many tears. There we go. But yes, after I have done all the shading, then I will add more stuff. Because like this bit here, I've just made it like little bubbly bits at the moment, but I'm going to add like a lace pattern or like something around there. And then I'm going to add like little details and stuff inside of the dress afterwards. Like little flower patterns over the top of it. But I didn't want to mess it up at the moment. So it's only getting added towards the end. So alas, it is a plain dress for now. But it's okay. It's okay. We've still got these rosies on. And that's the main detail. That's like a separate thing to the dress. It's not a detail on the dress. These are actual flowers attached to the dress. When I turned a crying ASMR stream. God, it probably would have. You know what? I always see people try ASMR and it's like something I have never, like, it doesn't cross my mind. That's probably because I don't watch ASMR. So, well, I tried and I went, not for me. It's like not my type of like content to watch. So I wouldn't even like, so I see many VTubers and stuff do ASMR streams and that, and I'm like, I wouldn't know the first thing on what to do for an ASMR kind of stream. I wouldn't know anything because I don't watch that content. So, and I get go like, ugh, when it's like, I don't mind noises of things in person, but when it's like in a stream or whatever, I get icky. So I wouldn't be able to necessarily watch to learn those kinds of things, but I see those kinds of streams all the time and I'm like, man ASMR Nia Moni runs actually live on the stream. And imagine if I was just quiet, like completely silent, and all you heard was just the pen strokes. Yeah, I feel that's like that's probably all I could do. And that would be about it. Otherwise, I would have no clue. They actually referenced ASMR kind of content creation and an advertisement recently from the presenters Ant and Dec, and they referenced it for an advertisement. I think it's for a bank or something, and they referenced ASMR. Like, they even had the microphone and everything, and I was like, oh my god, they know. I was like, oh god, they know about the ASMR fans. But I mean, of course you would. I mean, it's really popular, so it'd be weird if someone didn't. My favorite one is where the child cracks an egg on his mother's head and then yells. You know what? I would watch that. I would actually watch that. That sounds fun. I would watch that. Finally, an ASMR stream for me. Child torturing their parent. That's exactly the content I would watch. Speaking of like random content, do you ever just come across a weird video and you don't know why it's recommended to you, but you ended up enjoying it anyway? For me, it was technically 2 days ago, but I would say more yesterday, in a sense, based on time zones. I would say it's more yesterday. So I got recommended a video of Mort from the Madagascar series, that little lemur dude that looks so cutesy, and it was like called Mort is Not Okay. And you know what, after watching it, I was like, I can see why they recommended that to me. That is exactly tailored to my taste. How did they know? How did they know I was going to love that video? Especially because I hadn't watched any other thing related to Madagascar. So I was very confused why it was recommended to me. But after watching it, I was like, yeah, I understand completely why they did that. I'm just like, man, I loved that video. I wonder if I can find it and link it, but I was just watching it going, you know what? Mort is a mood. He's a mood. I love him already. He would be my favorite. Little creep. Just a little creepy fella. I was moving out the ribbon bit later because I probably want it to be more satiny looking, but I'll edit it later. Mort has like a whole criminal list that I'm like, how did he manage that? How did he manage to have such a long criminal list? But also, I'm not surprised at the same time. So therefore, I have decided he is my favorite. Go, little funky criminal. He kidnapped a pineapple. Oh god. You know what? I would do that. I've got a pineapple in the fridge right now. I like slicing pineapples. You ever like have fun cutting things? Because I do. I have a lot of fun cutting things. Like, I especially like, I mean, cutting people and clothes is fun. But you know what else is fun? Cutting fruit. I think cutting and slicing fruit is just really therapeutic. I love cutting fruit. So my favorite fruits to cut are usually like oranges, bananas, and pineapples. But at the moment, I've been eating a lot of pineapple. I love pineapple. I think pineapple's nice. Nice and juicy with a little kick to it rather than just a bland flavor. So I like pineapple a lot. And so the instructions that the supermarket has on their label is a bit different to how I was taught to cut a pineapple by my mom. And so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try this for fun. So I tried cutting the pineapple the way they say to cut it. Because you know, knowing me, if I wasn't taught by my mom, I probably would follow those instructions, right? Because I've never had to cut a pineapple myself before. And yeah, that nearly cut off like all my fingers. That was a dangerous approach. So therefore, I think I will listen to my mom more. I think my mom had the better approach to cutting pineapples. But she also was just like, put down the knife. And I'm like, no. Okay, time to shade in this layer. Now this is gonna be fun. So I've got this on a different layer selected, but it will not be clipped. Like, it won't be clipped to the layer. And the reason for that is because it won't show up as well. Like, because it's a multiply layer and because it's transparent, it just won't show up as well if I tried. So I have to kind of use a separate layer again on its own accord and then multiply that on top of it again in order to get this kind of shading in there. Let's get the multiply layer in. And then I'm going to add some white to it because that's usually what blends it out. Get that white in there. Get the white in there. We can do this, we can do this. Just to add a bit more of a ruffly feel to it. There we go. More ruffly feel. Thank you. I'm glad that my fingers also survived that encounter because I would have had to have suddenly become, right-handed. And I don't think I could cope with that. I don't think I could become right-handed. That sounds like a nightmare. I just don't think I could. I think I would just suffer. I would just deal with my pain. Also, guess what? It's Hal's birthday today. It's Hal's birthday. Happy birthday. It's Hal's birthday. I wrote in the document. Did you see my message in your did you see my message? Because Zeka said she sent it, so thank you. I'm glad that you liked the message. I will read the message that I sent for Hal's birthday. I will read the beautiful message that I wrote. I think it is like pure poetry. I will read this. This is amazing. This is the best thing I have ever written. There's a lot of them, so I have to scroll quite far down. See, there's all these like really nice emotional messages, like really nice cute ones, and then you get to my one and it's like the eye emoji, the lip emoji, and the eye emoji is my signature for it. Wow, so swag, so cool. It's your coming out the baby oven day. You were cooked well and came out Seika's male wife. Incredible. You so pog and have a super pog day today. Offers you a pine cone as a gift. As you can tell, I am a pure poet. I am like so good with words. We were Twitter looker. No, like, there's nothing wrong with being right-handed, of course. I don't think I would be able to draw or anything with my right hand. I don't think I would be able to. I just feel that, like, I would not be able to draw the same anymore, and I would be very sad. I was actually nearly forced to be right-handed when I was a kid. Because I have like a lump on my middle finger, which apparently a lot of people have, and so they said that there was no point removing it by surgery. They just said, just become right-handed like everyone else, and I was like, oh, sad. And in school they used to always give me right-handed scissors and more like tough, and I'm like, but you gave the right-handed people left-handed scissors. Why can't you make sure like the only left-handed person in the class gets a pair of the left-handed scissors? So now I don't know how to cut with my left hand. I only know how to cut with scissors with my right hand because of it. Like, it just feels like, I know it feels comfortable, but I can't do it. My hand's no longer steady, so I have to use my right hand to cut things. I'm like, no. Yeah, I was like, man, why couldn't you have like accommodated to that? It's so sad. Your mom's left-handed faced the same struggle when she lived in Malaysia for a bit as a kid. Yeah, my uncle was left-handed, and then at school they forced him to become right-handed, so he's been right-handed ever since. So yeah, there's a massive problem with it. People forget that there was like a thing. I remember in high school, I was in like they combined all the social subjects together, like sort of geography, politics, sociology, and that. They like combined all of it together into one subject at my school until you got to like a certain year. And so we were like maybe second year, so I was about 13 or so, and we went to this person's class. This was like the substitute teacher, and because, well, he's not a substitute, but we just had to go to someone else's class. And the problem was that he decided he hated left-handed people. In my high school, in my class, that's when there was more left-handed people, so there was 2 of us in the class. And he said things like, I think you should all go to a different school. And I was like, why? Why do we have to go to a different school? And he was like, yeah, I think that you're all disabled and you should all go to a different school. And I was like, what the hell? Why would you say something like that? Like, he was joking, but it was kind of like, why would you joke about that? That's like, why would you say that to a bunch of 13-year-olds? Like, what have I done to you? You're not even our teacher. Like, this is someone else's class you're looking after. So it's not like someone that we were used to or had like banter with or whatever. Like, this is someone like completely just out of the blue deciding this. And he said it for like no proper reason whatsoever. It's not like it was even the topic of conversation. He just decided to tell us this because he noticed that I was left-handed. I was like, man, that's just, oh god, I was ready to fight. I was like, what the hell? But alas, that's just the kind of things that you deal with sometimes. Some teachers are stupid. They're just big dum-dums. Okay, so I'm going to edit some of the hair color. Let me get that on a clipped layer. I'm going to see if I can brighten it up a little, because I feel it's a bit dull. So I'm going to try and brighten it up a little. Let's go over to this side. I don't know if it will work or not. I might have to play with layer effects and hues and stuff for a bit, so that might not necessarily work in my favor, but I'm going to try anyway. I'm gonna try. If I don't try, I will never succeed. Da-da-da. Motivational message. Oh god, okay, that's not quite what I wanted. What's the difference? It just makes it lighter. It doesn't ruin too much. Okay, that makes it more vibrant, but it makes it a bit... I don't like that. No, that makes it really desaturated. Saturation adds a little to it. You know what? We'll go with that. We'll add that. We're fine. We can do this. I'm gonna add a bit of saturation to the eyes as well. But it seems that color's darker. So let's go to the red side. Ooh, shiny. Big bright eyes. All the better to see you with. And all the better for her to try and expose me again. Okay, maybe a bit kind of like that. There, that's kind of a better in between. There we go. The eyes are really bright now. Oh my god, it's like... I saw you playing Genshin again for 5 days straight. The pain. I'm glad you like the red dress. I'm glad. I'll add more details to it soon. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually lower that after all, because it ends up clashing too much. Damn it. Okay, so I'll edit stuff later for Yukiko's one, like add more contrast and things later, and edit the hues. Go over to here, and now guess what? We've got pink hair again. I know, shocking, we've got pink hair. It's the pink hair gang. Let's try it again. You know what? I should have just colored the pinks at the same time, because Elin's also got like that red tinge at the end of like these ear things. I think they're ears. And even the braids are like properly red. So I'm like, man, should have just colored it all at once. That's my mistake. My bad. But it's okay. It's all okay. Let's roughly get the kind of basey color in of this. Actually, you know what? I should have colored the skin first. I am a dodo. I have mucked up. No. I have mucked up. No, I'm gonna add on a different layer. I'm just gonna do a little squidge there. And now we will know this very specific shade is the base color. I will remember that now. It's a little squiggle now. It is left as a squiggle. Now time to shade the skin. Now, I did think about editing the pose a bit because it's bothering me a bit. I wanted to try a slightly different pose. And I did look at references, and the references did look like this. So I was a bit kind of like, I want to, but also why? Because like, it's fine in person, but then drawing it, I'm like, why? Why do you look like that? Why? But alas, I am here now. I have already sketched it out. If I want to edit it, I will edit it later, like at the very, very end. I will just like start erasing things and then edit it that way. Because I've done that before where I've like completely changed the pose like well late into the process. I'm just like, goodbye. Deletes a whole entire leg. Deletes a whole entire arm. It's fine. Sometimes it just be like that. I'm gonna have to make that. Okay, the brush is actually already bigger. Okay. Knees. Nobody knees. Again, I was gonna add detail into the leg area, like as in like tights and stuff, which was in my draft. But when I tried to sketch them out, it just didn't work very well, and I have no idea why. It just ended up looking really cluttered. So after I've done all the shading and stuff, I'm gonna see if like once it's all shaded and things, it might look a bit better. So that's something I'm just gonna have to play with afterwards. But when looking at it from a sketch point of view, it didn't look good. So I was like, oh, never mind then. And yet in the rough sketch, it was fine. So I have no idea what was happening. I have no idea. But oh well, it's how it be sometimes. Okay, and then get the shading in there. I like Elin's little eyebrows. I think they're cute. I think eyebrows like that are very cute. I'm also, not only am I drawing Yukiko for VTuber Mama, I'm also going to be drawing Saki for White Day. For to have Saki go on her little date with Ronin. So I'm gonna draw the two of them together, since you know,
Couples. Those things, you know, when people are actually like in happy relationships.
Anyway. But Saki's also got those kinds of eyebrows, and they're very cute. I like those kinds of eyebrows. Just little chunky things, you know. I like little chunky eyebrows. I think they add a lot of personality and stuff to a character. And I like them in person as well. I think chunky eyebrows are cute. Oh no, it's okay. That is true, but they are happy. They are happy. I would do. Don't worry. I know. They're very good together. They're in a very happy relationship. So it's okay. I know that they're happy. Because if not, then we would know about it. You know. Yes, I know, right? I know. But that's what we want. I want to see my friends happy. So therefore, seeing Saki happy makes us happy. Full circle. Full circle. Love seeing friends being happy. There we go, some lead. There we go. And if I remember correctly, if I do remember correctly, then Ellen's eyes is, one is pink and the other one is purple. So it's two-toned colored eyes. Late Valentine's Day dresses to be dressed up in. To be honest, yeah, it's kind of like that. They are kind of like that. I like florals a lot. I think florals are very nice for that kind of theme. But they're also very nice for that spring vibe, you know? You go into spring and then go, there's the flowers, they're blooming. Except we were going to get snow. We don't have it anymore. We were going to get snow, but they decided to give it to England instead, which is fine. England can have the snow. But we were originally going to get it, and we were like, no, the daffodils, we've just grown them. No. So we were going to be very sad. We were going to lose our daffodils. Well, it's okay. We're not losing the daffodils now. The snow is not coming after all. The snow stayed away and decided to go bother the English people, and that's absolutely okay. I think that is socially acceptable. I have zero problems with that. Oh yeah, that is a really nice aesthetic. Water aesthetics are really nice, like when things are like all the folds that appear and all the colors you can play with when there's water involved is really nice. I like water stuff. Water stuff is really good as well. I'm gonna need to make that a little darker. Let's lower the brush. The brush is too big. I think I'm gonna make that a more saturated color. I think that make more sense. There we go. And then a more deeper color for the purple as well. And I will add more color depth to that later. And now let's see. that's too saturated for the eyelids. For the eyelashes. There we go. Speaking of eyelashes, I've been trying mascara recently, right? And like, I really like the Charlotte Tilbury one. That one's a really nice one. Looks very like, if you've got already long eyelashes, it can look really kind of natural and not very clumpy. So I quite like that, just to give it a more natural feel. But the problem is trying to get the stuff off after the finished day. Like after you trying to clean it, then it's like a nightmare. And I absolutely hate it. I hate trying to clean it off because I can no longer see. Good night. Good night. Have a good rest. Sleep well. Sleep well. To be honest, we're gonna wrap up soon anyway because, yeah, as I said, I did want to try and watch a bit of Hiro's debut stream for re-debut. So I do want to see a bit of that stream. So I will be wrapping up pretty soon. I'm just gonna see what I can... Actually, we probably could wrap it up here since it has been like nearly 2 hours. Yeah, with Peaches, yeah. Oh my god, she went missing last night and we don't know where she was, but she was hiding somewhere. We're gonna find her new hiding spot. But then afterwards she came into my room and she's been trying to lick my hair. And then she realizes she can't because it's too long. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Peaches. She's got really short hair, so she can't lick Tamsin either. Yes. Okay, so I think we can just wrap it up for now. Thank you guys for, like, get awake. So we'll wrap it up for now. So here's the progress we've made. We've made some decent progress. And yeah, I will finish it off stream and then work on the next one. I think the next one we will probably do on Twitch, where I'm going to be coloring or still sketching Risu, Moro, Tins OC, and Melly. So there's 4 of them this time. So I'll probably do that on Twitch this next time instead of here, just to not overwhelm. But yes, thank you guys for coming along. There's not anyone I can raid at the moment, but yeah, if you go and check out Hero VT's stream, he's doing a re-debut of a new model, so go check that out if you wanted to go support someone. Yeah, and that's on Twitch. So bye bye.